Good afternoon, Fifth Fam. This is Stefan, and today I'll be talking about how you should properly approach competition, whether this is in everyday life, at work, or if you are engaging in a sport or a competitive pastime. Now, this comes about from my observations in fitness, the gym, and seeing people engage with competition, whether that be with other individuals in a competitive setting or in everyday life. Now, in this modern world, we as human beings, it is inherent in our nature for us to be competitive. It is a survival mechanism for us. If you are not competitive, then it leads to a detriment in your ability to gather resources and accumulate the necessary things in order to pass down your genetics down the genetic pool. Now, throughout history, we as human beings have been able to streamline and really compartmentalize this competitive nature in order for us to collaborate in times when we need to come together in order to overcome obstacles. And so this might look like us banding together to after a natural disaster. This might look like us coming together in order to battle a pandemic, or this might look like us coming together to fight an opposing enemy. Now, in terms of fitness in competition, we also have this inherent desire to be competitive in order for us to win. Because when you do win, you get certain perks, resources that others do not get. But what I have seen in my fitness journey is that this competitive nature tends to become extremely toxic, and the toxicity that comes from this competitive nature leads to an environment that is not beneficial for any competitor, whether you are the individual that really wants to win or the individual that is trying to not be on the losing end of the stick. And so whether you are engaging in sports or in fitness, what you always want to do is you always want to be in a mindset of growth. You always want to be in a mindset of continually to grow and develop. And if you do have a competitive nature, this isn't wrong, but what you want to have the benefits coming out of this is you want to gather knowledge, tools, and skills to help aid you when you begin to engage in either your sport or your competition. And sometimes if you're in that competitive nature, you'll project a sense of a me versus them mentality onto other individuals. And so this can be detrimental because a lot of times you will ostracize yourself not only from communities, but from the potential opportunity in order to gain new skills and insights. Because a lot of times, and I've said this in previous videos, you know what you know, but you don't know what you don't know. And so there are a lot of times where other individuals might have other insights, knowledge, tools, and skills that if you, instead of being too competitive with them, if you collaborate with them, they'll be able to give you these insights. And so iron sharpens iron. And so if you enter or you have a competitive nature and begins to become toxic, then you'll begin to demean, lord, and have a superior mindset over other people. And so you'll become an object of discontent among those who might have the necessary things in order to advance your level of understanding and proficiency in whatever discipline you're currently engaging in. And so what you want to do, instead of having a overly competitive nature, is you want to have a collaborative nature. And so having a competitive nature is fine, but if you twist it and you manipulate and you transmute it into a positive nature and you become collaborative, then what you'll do instead is you'll take other individuals and you'll pull them up. You'll take other individuals and you'll help them out. And by you helping them and you're raising their level, they will then be able to fill your cup up and raise your level as well. And so if you truly want to reach the heights in a sport, a discipline or in your fitness, you need to bring other people with you. If you do not bring other people with you, then you will not be able to reach those heights, because there'll be levels, corners, aspects of knowledge within your said sport or discipline that you do not have. And so really, it's realizing that you need a sense of humility and humbleness when you begin to engage with other individuals, because that unique human being has an aspect of knowledge that you probably do not have. Even if they aren't on the same level as you, even if their level of knowledge isn't at the same level as you, just their approach might give you further insight. And so really, it's about changing the dynamic of how you interact with those around you, whether that be your teammates, whether that be other individuals in the gym, or whether that be your other competitors. One of the most powerful things I saw was I was watching a CrossFit video, and I forget the individual's name, but he was being very uplifting to the other competitors around him, because he understood inherently that if I get them to push me, I internally become better. And so it's really about getting rid of those insecurities. And so as a competitor, if you feel as though you're becoming toxic, then what you need to do is you need to write out, okay, why is my competitive nature becoming a detriment to me and not a benefit to me? Why, when I see others, am I wanting to demean them and not wanting to collaborate with them? And so what you need to do is you need to begin to write out, okay, what are my insecurities? What is causing this inherent feeling within myself? And once you're able to see what those insecurities are, you'll be able to identify what it is that is causing your mental aspect to become toxic and negative. And then once you have that, then when those situations arise or that feeling arises, you'll begin to transmute it and you'll begin to attack it from a different perspective. And so a lot of times you see this in the NBA, you see this in the NFL, it's a brotherhood, it's a community. And even though they are competing against each other, they still have each other's back. Because at the end of the day, we all are human beings and we're trying to survive this game called life. And you cannot survive this game called life by yourself. If you found this video of value, click like, click subscribe. I'll be continuing to release more videos helping people to discover self and develop self, as well as giving tools for fitness in order to help individuals get down their fitness journey. You guys stay blessed and enjoy the rest of your day.